Hello internet and welcome to Ricky's channel. I am Ricky and I'm here today with a tutorial video. Yay. Now, I have been getting into a bit of roleplay recently. Don't judge me. It's a good learning tool. You know, it helps you learn about your friends and it helps you, gives you ideas for like storytelling and all sorts. It's actually quite a nice little teaching tool in that way when it comes to storytelling and all that kind of lovely jazz. Anyways, I've been doing most of this roleplay stuff with my friends in Discord, and of course, thanks to friends, shout out to you guys, I discovered this tool called Tupperbox. Tupperbox is a bot that is used to create custom characters, and I'm going to today show you how to go about using Tupperbox for the first time. Alright folks, so I am in a Discord server. It's just a blank server that I've just created, nothing fancy going on right now, and I'm going to show you how to use Tupperbox, which is quite simple. But I've made this video thanks to friends who have basically just asked, how do you make this kind of thing? So this is basically for you guys, so you can look back at and just take a look at. Anyways, how you go about creating these characters kind of thing. What you go about doing is you install this bot called Tupperbox, Tupperbox.app, and it's the same as any other bot that you use. You just go onto the website, Tupperbox.app, and there's a button at the front page that basically just says add or add the server. And to then, it'll prompt you to log into Discord if you aren't already on that web browser. As you log in, it'll ask you what server you want to add it to, especially if you've got multiple servers going on. And then after that's done, a few extra buttons to click, boom, boom, done, he is in your server. And another thing to make sure to, I should probably make sure to warn you about kind of thing, is make sure that in his personal role, most bots have a personal role, and this isn't any different. Make sure that Tupperbox has the ability to manage webhooks. Now, for the most part, when you first introduce him to your server, this option is defaulted to on. But there have been occasions where I've seen it where it has been set to off by default, which is kind of weird. But make sure that that is set to on, because you'll need that for what you're about to do. Alright, so once that's done, we're willing to go when it comes to creating a character. So how you go about creating a character then? All you need to do is you just use this command that I've just pasted onto the chat box. !register, in quotation marks, the character name you want to use. In this case, I want to go about creating a character, in this case Larry Bunty Jr. I've already premeditated this. Because hey, I like watching Larry Bunty Jr. I like his video game series, Fact Hunt and all sorts, so why not? Now, to make sure that you get the right thing going, you have to make sure that you upload a photo. The reason you do this is because this will allow the image to be used as the profile picture for your bot. For this reason, I do actually recommend that for those of you who are going to be using role-playing as one of the main features of your Discord server, I would probably recommend that you have a separate channel for creating your characters, separate from the actual role-playing stuff. I'll get to that in just a second as to why. The ones that are already willing to go, I will leave a template for this in the description down below that you can actually use, and as I say, replace what it says here, the brackets, with the full name of your character of choice. And make sure this thing right here, this prompt or bracket as it is, make sure it's something memorable, because that's going to be the prompt to get your character working. So in my case, it's lowercase Larry Bunty Jr. Another thing I would like to point out as well, this is also case sensitive, I think. So be careful of that as well. Make sure that it's case sensitive. Make sure that you remember what case you use for creating this. As I say, it is case sensitive. And once that's ready and ready to go, it's simple as that. You just have to hit enter. And he is registered. Larry Bunty Jr. now exists. Another key fact about Tupperbox is the fact that, number one, Tupperbox is a universal thing throughout Discord. This basically means that, including your characters, they're also universal. This means that if you create your Tuppers, or that's what these characters are called, Tuppers, in one server, you can use those same characters in other servers, your friend servers, or other servers that have Tupperbox installed in their own server. It's quite easy that way. You don't have to worry about creating the character over and over and over again. Another thing to also keep in mind is these characters you create are tied to your account and your account only. So no one else can use Larry Bunty Jr. unless they have their own version of Larry created. So, interesting facts to know. So how I go about chatting or triggering Larry. Keep an eye on this prompt where it says Larry.text. You replace Larry.text with what you want them to say instead. So in this case, I want to do Larry dot what he wants to say. What does Larry normally say? He likes to say, "Hello, you." So that's how you go about doing that. So the prompt or bracket followed by a dot followed by what you want the character to say. And that being said, you hit enter, and he says, "Hello, you." It's almost as if he's a real person. Could be a handy little thing for roleplay. And it actually extends, in my opinion, roleplay features, because you can be yourself, either breaking the fourth wall or talking to the person you're roleplaying with outside of these characters, or narrating the story of the roleplay, but only getting these characters to actually talk as them. It's quite an interesting little addition to roleplaying stuff. It's quite an interesting little add-on. And you can create as many as you like. I'm not too sure how much the limit is of characters you can create, but you can actually create quite a big number of characters, and you can actually find them if you find the command list to find them, basically. So how you go about listing these characters is you use this command !list, and this will give you the entire list of them. They only show 5 at a time, but I've only just found out recently that these react buttons right here are actually navigation buttons. So I can actually scroll through these pages in real time, and it shows me the characters I've created. And if I want to go and highlight one to delete, I can find what card I want to use. So the full name, it's got me the bracket as well, or the command or the prompt for that character. I can go into that and just hit remove. And how I go about removing a character is just the same as I did on the previous thing. It's just the same command as up here. So if I want to remove Larry Bunton Jr., I use the same command, but instead of register, I add remove. Hit enter, and Tupperbox tells me that Larry Bunton Jr. is no longer on my account. Rest in peace. There you go. And those are just the top 3 commands that I personally use. I will leave additional commands down in the description down below that you can check out. So I will leave the link to Tupperbox down below, and I will leave some additional commands below, as well as the templates for some of these other commands that you can check out. Check Tupperbox out. You might be a little extra for your server kind of thing. You might add to it a little bit more. That being said, guys, I hope you found this interesting. I hope you found this helpful, and if you did, leave this video a like. Comment down below if you've got any questions that you want me to answer. I'll try and see if I can answer as many as I can. And that being said, guys, I hope you found this interesting. Leave a like, comment down below if you have any questions, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe. I play games and stuff. I do a lot of interesting stuff, IRL stuff, gaming stuff, animations. If you're interested in that kind of stuff, join this channel. That being said, guys, I hope you have a good day. Until next time, I will see you all later. Have a good day, and take care. Bye bye.